Lucky So-and-So's! Well, this is the next play to be performed at the Woodley Theatre at the Oakwood Centre next week. Yes, from Tuesday to Saturday next week. Lucky So-and-So's is the next play, which will be put on by the Woodley Amateur Dramatics Society. Well, I have slightly altered the name, but you'll find out what it's really called next week at the Oakwood Centre. So that is running from Tuesday the 27th to Saturday the 1st of July, I believe, unless it was running this week. Well, welcome along to this week's The Voice of Woodley from a rather cooler Friday here in the Woodley precinct. The sun is nicely shining, we have a propeller plane flying above us, and yes, it's calmed down, slight breeze in the air, and hopefully we're all recovering from the horrible heat that we had earlier on this week here in Woodley and across England. Well, of course, I'd like to review this year's Woodley Carnival, which was a humongous success. We started off in April, on the 1st of April, in fact, at Coronation Hall with the barn dance, which many people enjoyed and was a good success. Great cooling and great music too. We then had many great sports events, covered in rain, but people enjoyed them. And then we had, of course, for the second year round, the return of Liz and Paul for the Carnival Quiz. An absolutely packed out room, slightly easier questions I thought too, and lots of great laughs and fun had by all. And then of course we had the great day, Woodley Carnival, which this year was on Saturday the 10th of June. It's always the second Saturday in June. Well, many great floats cooling throughout Woodley, a couple of miles round the roads of Woodley. Some great walking floats too, and very creative ideas for floats as well. And then of course on the carnival field we had great stalls, we had walking floats going onto the field. We had the Aviation Museum, well done to my dad who put that all together, and the other volunteers from the Aviation Museum. We had the classic car show as always, many great dance groups and other arena acts. We also had a replica Spitfire with a Merlin engine which could be started, and start it did with a massive great big crash which made everybody on the field jump. So everybody enjoyed the day. And then of course as we went into the evening we had Madison Heights, the Shelf, and Mike and the Rockabilly, or Mike and the Rockabelly, and they were some great successful bands in the evening. Of course we had the return of the Bullmush Voices and the Bullmush Ensemble, and to finish off the evening we had fireworks too, great fireworks, and of course there was a great fair too. Well, in Woodley Precinct there is a new pagoda which you all often hear live music and people selling things. It's right up at the north end near the Checkers, which was refurbished last year, and up near some of the shops at the north end of the precinct. Well, your summer event, well, if you'd like me to plug your summer event on this video, then please do let me know and listen to the contact details at the end of the video. Well, Nick Jackson, who is the vicar at St James Church, he's been here just under 5 years, since September 2012, is leaving this year, and his celebration will be a hog roast on Sunday the 25th of June at St James. And also, sadly, Father Bond, who is the priest at St John Bosco, who's been here exactly the same time since September 2012, will be leaving this year as well. And his celebration is on Saturday, the 22nd of July. So we'll be saying goodbye to them and welcoming 2 new people too. Well, a pamper evening will be taking place for ladies on Monday the 17th of July from 7 p.m. Well, guess where it's taking place? It's taking place at the Woodley Library, so you better be quiet. And yeah, so that's taking place at the Woodley Library. There will be a guide dogs morning on July the 31st from 10 a.m. learning all about guide dogs and what they do, and how sometimes they can misbehave and not get people to quite the right place. I didn't say that, but then again I can say that. There will also be a visit from the Pinocchio Theatre on Monday the 7th of August at the Woodley Library too. Later on in September at the Woodley Oakwood Theatre, there will be another play being performed called The Memories of Water, and that will be taking place from the 26th to the 30th of September from 7:30 p.m. Tickets are £10 or £8 concession. Well, of course, every 3 months we have the Woodley TCMI, Town Centre Management Initiative meeting at the Oakwood Centre. It's a forum for many of the traders and town councillors, and the public can go along to as well, as I'm a member of the public. And usually there are quite a few rows, which hopefully there will be, and hopefully it will liven things up. So that will be coming up in July. Well, of course, as we are standing in the Woodley Town Centre, which isn't quite technically in the centre of the town of Woodley, which was pedestrianised in the 1960s, but Woodley Precinct isn't just the only parade of shops here in Woodley Precinct. We have, of course, Brecon Road, up towards the north end of Woodley Town. In Brecon Road we have MAS News, a very successful news store which has been going for many, many years. Many people visit. And then, of course, we have the Chinese Wonk Wonk, we have a general store, and we have the very well established Lana's Hair Salon, which is a top hair salon, and very well priced too, and hugely great service. And I can tell you that because it is incredibly difficult to book your hair. You have to book your hair weeks and weeks ahead. Well, that's about it for the Voice of Woodley for this week. Remember, of course, there are many great summer events and fairs going on, so you can find out by inquiring at different places, different public places. Well, if you'd like to contact me to let me know of your summer events, then please do on 07738573812 and jack.wright@guidemail.co.uk. Well, with a wonderful propeller plane flying across Woodley Precinct, I'd like to say goodbye and speak to you again.